everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right here. I think it is pretty prom appropriate. I have some golden shades, some peachy shades, a little bit of plummy purples in there, so I think this would go beautifully with gold, lavender, or even a taupey shade dress. This specific tutorial is a halo eyeshadow look, and I did use mostly MAC shadows. However, I am going to post dupes down below because, to be honest, there are better inexpensive products out there that you could use to recreate this look. Without further ado, I'm just going to jump right on into the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye. Already applied my brows off camera and prepped my lids as well. To prep my lids, I used my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and now I'm just taking a Deluxe crease brush by Crown Brush and diffusing MakeupGeek's Creme Brulee into the crease. I'm using this as my transition shade and just slowly building up that color and blending back and forth to diffuse it out. Next, on a more precise crease brush, I'm really going to start creating that halo effect, and I'm starting off by rounding out the edges with my crease brush, and I'm taking MAC Trax to do this. MAC Trax is not the most pigmented eyeshadow in my opinion, but it's really easy to blend and really easily buildable. It's a really pretty purple shade with some gold flecks to it. I'm really just tapping on this color to get as much payoff as possible. Just take your time if you do end up using Trax because it is buildable. You just have to make sure you really blend it. Now I'm just making sure that I drag that color into the crease, a little bit above the crease as well, just to create that halo effect. And I, again, am just slowly taking it and dragging it with windshield wiper motions across the crease. Now I'm just taking that same brush and packing Trax onto the inner corner and making sure that the eyeshadow is connected for a nice halo effect. Of course, you want to make sure everything is blended together seamlessly, so I'm taking a clean, fluffy blending brush and just sweeping it across the edges to make sure everything is blended out smoothly and all of the edges are blurred out. After you've blended everything out, if you want to go back and intensify the shadow a little bit more, you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure you blend afterwards. The second time around, I mixed a little bit of MAC's Fig in with Trax just to create some more dimension and depth. To clean up the center of the lid, I'm just taking some of my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and applying it to the center. This is a step that you could totally skip, but just to make sure that center shade that we're going to be using really pops, I just like to apply it for a clear canvas. On a small shader brush, I'm taking Mythology by MAC and I'm applying that to the center of the lid. Mythology is a really pretty warm copper shade and it does have glitters to it. I just love the way that these two shadows look together. I think the warmth of the Mythology really brings out the gold flecks that is in Trax. This is another shadow that I personally don't find very pigmented, so I'm just taking my time and building up that shadow. Like I said, I will post more inexpensive dupes down below, and some of these are actually better quality than the MAC eyeshadows. Once again, I'm going back with Trax and Fig and just building up any intensity that we lost after applying the Mythology. Just don't forget to blend. This look is all about blending and making sure that everything just flows together smoothly. Now I'm just curling my lashes and applying a quick coat of mascara to prep my lashes for some falsies. The falsies that I'm using today are by Red Cherry, and I think they're the number 46. They're a really pretty natural looking lash. They're dispersed with longer and shorter hairs, and they're really pretty and natural and wispy looking. I argued back and forth with myself about whether I should apply winged liner or not. I decided to forego it, but if you guys want to apply winged liner, absolutely go for it. I am going to tightline my waterline with a black eyeliner by Prestige, and this is just to help my natural lashes look more blended together with the falsies. If you're wearing this look to a special event like prom, you want to make sure that your foundation lasts all night, and you also want to make sure it applies smoothly. So I'm using my Angel Veil Primer by NYX to fill in any fine lines and pores. For my foundation today, I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This is the Pro Matte. Jackson. That was my dog crying. Anyway, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I'm just buffing that in and blending it in with a blending sponge. This is by Earth Therapeutics. I like this foundation because it lasts all day, and the coverage is really good. As you can see, this shade is a little bit too light for me. This is the first shade, but the next shade up that I would be wearing would be 103, and it was too dark, so I would rather take a lighter shade over a darker shade any day because I'm going to fix it with powder and bronzer and contouring. To cancel out any dark circles, I'm taking my Pixie Corrector in Brightening Peach, and the peachy tones to this corrector really help to cancel out any blue or purple undertones that you have under your eyes. To brighten up that under eye area, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade number 15 Fair. And I'm going to continue to blend this all together using my blending sponge. To highlight further, I'm taking my NYX Wonder Stick shade in light medium, and I'm just running this down my nose, and I'm going to apply it under my eyes, along my cheekbone, on my cupid's bow, and chin. I decided to go with a cream formula, and for special events I like to use creams just because they look more natural. I'm going to take the opposite side of that stick and really carve out my cheekbones with the contour shade, and then I'm going to run it along my temples, underneath my jawline, and down my nose just a little bit. Next, I'm taking a synthetic brush. This is by Sephora. It's their angled contour brush. It's the number 75, and I'm blending the contour shade in. Next, I'm just taking the highlight portion of the stick and using that to clean up any of the contour and make it really sharp and precise. And then I'm going to blend in the highlight shade with a damp beauty blender. Moving back to the eyes, I'm taking a nude liner to keep the eyes really bright and open, and I'm taking the Rimmel Scandaleyes eyeliner in Nude. Next, I'm adding some dimension to the lower lash line, and I'm just applying some of the Mythology eyeshadow to the lower lash line, and then I'm going to buff it out with MAC Trax. Next, I'm setting all the liquid and cream products that I used in place with my powder, and I'm using Benefit's Hello Flawless Powder in Never Settle Petal. To bring some life and warmth to my face, I'm using my favorite bronzer at the moment, and it is the City Color Be Matte Bronzer in Caramel Drizzle. And I'm applying that to the high points of my face where the sun would naturally hit. For my blush, I'm using one of Milani's Rose Powder blushes. This is in the shade Tea Rose, and it's a nice, dusty, muted pink shade. For my highlight, I'm using my Physicians Formula Mineral Glow Pearls in Beige Pearl. I'm lining my lips with a liner by Essence, and this is in the nude. I think this is the second time that I've used this lip liner. They're just so creamy and so pigmented, and they're really affordable. I think they're like $2, but they're my favorite lip liners at the moment. I'm using a B Matte lipstick by City Color. This is their lipstick in Latte, and these are one of the more longer wearing lipsticks. So I'm applying that over the lip liner just to ensure that the lipstick lasts all night if you are going to a special event. I decided I wanted a gloss on top, so I chose a Bare Minerals lip gloss in Wild Honey. This is just one of their name brand lip glosses, and it's really pretty. It's a soft pink, however, over top of the latte, you really can't tell, but it does have really pretty gold shimmers to it. It's not glitter or anything chunky that's going to be annoying or uncomfortable on the lips. It's just a really pretty golden shimmer. So that concludes this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up if you want to see more prom tutorials or more special event tutorials. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All my social media links are posted down below, and I'll talk to you on my next video. Bye!